large amounts of mutagens as it happens. A quiet space is the ideal stage for the shark to meditate and harness her pure potentiality. Propensity to clear the ocean of its assorted detritus is one of their most valuable functions. The bull retreats to the grotto for refuge and quiet reflection.
Traveling around, we are constantly reminded of how man's intrusion has disrupted the fragile equilibrium of the marine world.
Rising sea levels have made once unreachable corners of the bayou accessible. The shark needs to prioritize oxygenation. Dietary proclivities. The shark returns to the grotto to focus on personal transformation.
Prosperity Sands features glittering white beaches fenced off for the sole enjoyment of the ultra-rich, mega-rich, and super-rich. After the end of the tiki craze, bar owners toss their Polynesian-inspired decor into the Gulf, where their kitschy charm is completely lost on native marine life. Pulling off a successful casino heist is made even harder when you drive off the road into the ocean and drown. Hunger is a driving force for the bullshit. Seawolf remains acutely aware of anything that might constitute food.
The peace of the grotto enables the shark to approach the world with greater confidence and effectiveness.
Operated by Roger Cantrell, recently broke the state record for number of revocable commercial fishing offenses. While they appreciate human sacrifices, the eldritch gods of yore are seldom enthused about being summoned to Port Clovis. Protein caches like this one are a convenient and tasty way for sharks to increase their protein intake.
MRI of Lauren's lesion in the shark's head allow her to sense differences in water pressure. Goaded by lusty appetites, the shark's sole aim is to eat and evolve. Caviar Key features Painted Sails, a luxury five-star resort built over the remains of Tunamacha, a pre-Columbian city that was once host to the most advanced civilization in ancient America. A shark is never one to pass up a fat fiesta. The bull shark demonstrates the importance of getting enough minerals in her diet. Shockingly, this was only Alex's second worst birthday. Even after the creation of a killer clown task force, clown-related homicide still remains a problem in Port Clovis. A grouper feeding makes for a fascinating, if not slightly nauseating, spectacle. The predatory scavenger is often quite content to dine on whatever wastes fall to the ocean floor. Orcas do enjoy playing with toys, but not half as much as a day-old seal carcass. Anyone who has delved into the stomach contents of a shark is acutely aware that they'll eat just about anything. The shark uses lipids from high-fat fare like this to help fuel her reign of terror. "500 million years of terrestrial evolution reaches its apex. There is a very real risk of drowning while surfing, but at least you'll leave behind a cool-looking skeleton." Of the shark's brain real estate is dedicated to smell. For more than 3/4 of geologic time, the land was uninhabited, without a single destination spa anywhere to be seen. Scientists have hypothesized that sharks can mistake boats for a whale or some other large creature that doesn't really look at all like a boat. Port Clovis City Council never misses an opportunity for cross-franchising. Once more, the shark turns back to this place of centered calm. Local resorts have responded to sea level rise by importing 285,000 tons of sand and counting. In a not-so-distant future, a young visionary entrepreneur will spot these 3 shells while snorkeling and revolutionize after-toilet care. The hunter hones in on potential prey. Quite a strange conglomeration of stuff will end up in the stomachs of sharks. When it was discovered that their Stonehenge replica was astronomically misaligned, enraged Port Clovians threw it in the ocean. The solitary hunter stumbles upon another source of nourishment. shark understands that she needs to eat essential minerals to stay healthy and grow. The bull shark is able to attain larger maximal sizes through selective feeding. Even the self-driving technology of Gazorpazorp is not without its reliability concerns. Bull sharks have a habit of gobbling up anything that finds its way into the water. This recreation of the Titanic was so accurate, 1,500 people died during its maiden voyage. Sea sponges' demand for pineapple homes has sparked massive deforestation throughout Costa Rica. But being brainless, sponges rarely weigh the consequences of their buying decisions. Sometimes even sharks just need to dirty bulk. Over the course of a bull shark's life, it will ingest quite a broad assortment of flotsam and jetsam. Some sharks are scavengers, indiscriminately consuming anything that's vaguely edible. The bull shark is known to be a voracious, if hardly discriminating, eater. Given the number of people who frequent the beach, it can be rationally assumed that a little human urine finds its way to the sea. It took weeks for our crew to earn the shark hunters' trust, to convince them we were not insurance investigators questioning their disability claims.
Never mind. 629 days, Prosperity Sands ain't had no shark attacks. You can thank OP for that. Prosperity Sands sure ain't.
Dollar drags at the Fostering a balanced ecosystem is a complex and multifaceted process. What harm could arise from killing a bunch of seals? This instantized protein makes a great between-meal supplement, giving the shark the energy she needs to put on serious mass. His locals seldom miss an opportunity to indulge in mindless, gratuitous slaughter.
Beach here, me. Got a lot of nice looking wealthy women. Yeah, there's a court order says I can't be within 200 feet of the beach. But you can see a lot with a good set of binoculars.
Right at me. Yeah, a breeze would be nice. Oh, it could be anywhere.
Clovis has forgotten all about its rogue shark. For now. Is running out for our shark. Hunters are on the water, bringing their explosives and poor impulse control with them. Longevity depends on her nimbleness. This is eco-friendly.
Shop here, I do. Nowhere else in town got that mango butter facial scrub I like.
Anybody got some lip?
Supercharged with gene-altering mutagens, the shark now has an asymmetric edge on the competition.
Hard to find. Wait, is that?
The hunt ends. But this is a mere pause in the eternal struggle between man and nature. Blah, blah, blah. Late-stage capitalism. Port Clovis considered removing these naval mines after the war, but the city had already spent its annual budget booking a Nickelback cover band for the 4th of July. One theory for shark attack increases is that our own overfishing of the seas has caused sharks to seek the rogue shark must now be killed and publicly displayed to satisfy the city's thirst for revenge.
Don't know nothing about no raids. When you throwing a fatal door on the beach at night, you just asking to get bit.
members of society have retaliated with deterrent action. But mankind is ultimately impotent to stop Mother Nature's vengeance. Due to Caviar Key's increased coastal exposure, storms that had a minor impact 3 decades ago caused significant flooding today. A shrill chorus of ankle bracelet alarms fills the air as shark hunters leave their homes to track our bull shark.
Texas folk out there boated painted sails. But, you know, so do a lot of other New York couillons.
Let's really get a vision test. Should've brought my fish finder.
The Emperor of the Deep, the Great White.
I know it.
Come on, shark. Shark should have been
It's another unsuccessful shark hunt for the people of Port Close. Is often referred to as the King of the Ocean, which gives it a skewed understanding of the role of a monarch in modern society. An insatiable fish, the bull shark is 9/10 appetite. This trimaran, like many before it, was lost in its journey to the mythological dry land. From the moment she's born, the shark's cold, expressionless eyes are constantly on the watch for food. megashark, often referred to by scientists as the 64-ounce gas station soda of large marine predators. As we face impending resource scarcity and declining living standards, it's nice to know that in the meantime there's still a place to get a good bamboo fusion massage. This shark is a sort of super scavenger, completely lacking in what may be called dietary discrimination. Mutagen 23 is certainly heating up the evolutionary arms race. After losing to King Crush in the 2011 Monster Mania semifinals, Big Fin stepped away from the limelight for a simpler, more natural way of life. Only here can the shark discover the miracle of self-love.